October 7th, 3:10 p.m. Currently 81 degrees in Knoxville. Hi, how are you? Hey, Stevie, how are you? Chris, hello, sir. How you guys doing? Great to see you. Yeah, you too. Thanks for hanging out. How you feeling? Doing better. Um, uh, Anybody watching this on replay? Hi, Liz. Hey, sweetheart. Anybody watching this on replay? Friday night, about 9:30 p.m. I was having a bad day, anyways. Wasn't in the best of moods. But 9:30, I woke up in my right there. I was having a heart attack. Um, Called 911, and I called Ben and Nicole because I was parked in their driveway. I'm like, I just called just so you don't get worried or don't get into a panic or nothing. I called 911. EMTs are on their way. I had a heart attack. So the EMTs showed up and they're like, my blood pressure was about, hi there. My blood pressure was about 220 over 150. And I was sharp pains right across my chest. It felt like really bad acid reflux. But the pain, I had pain in my arm as well. It was numb, it was tingly. Actually, it felt like, the pins and needles kind of thing. It wasn't tingly, it was pain. Um, uh, and it felt like my forearm and my hand had gotten smashed, like the knuckles and stuff. It felt like really bad pain. So, um, it scared me. It started to die down a little bit, started to dull a little bit. But they're like, yeah, you need to go to a hospital. And rather than spend $1,000 on the ambulance ride, Ben and Nicole took me to the hospital. They took a look at me, and um, they're like, yeah, we're probably going to need you to stay here, and as soon as we can, we will probably have to do a heart cath, um, which basically was they took oh, look at the bruise. Yikes. I didn't even notice how bruised that was. They basically took some tubes, stuck them in my arm, in my wrist, and up through to my heart. Um, they didn't go through the groin. No. Hi, Megan. They stuck some tubes up there. They shot some dye so they could see through the X-ray. Like they didn't have me under, but they made me really relaxed, and I ended up falling asleep really. For a little bit. Uh, they shot some dye to find blockage, and then they put some stents and two stents in two major arteries. And they monitored me, my blood pressure, my blood sugar, all that. The EKG that they took, they said my heart was fine, but I had a high level of enzymes in my heart, which um, is they say is indicative of somebody that's been suffering from heart damage for a very long time. So that concerned them. Began with a P. I can't remember the name of it, but they're like, yeah, they're really high. So your heart has suffered some damage for a while. I'm like, I could have told you that. Emotionally, spiritually, absolutely, sure. Um, so they're like, okay, we're gonna have you stay for a couple days, and we're gonna have to keep an eye on you, get you on some meds. They put me on a nitro drip, which gave me a headache. But whatever. Um, they yeah, they watched me for a couple days, and Uh, I slept. They pricked my finger a bunch of times, checked my blood sugar, checked my blood pressure. They treated me really well. So, as I said on a Facebook page, I said, um, shout out to University of Tennessee Medical Center. Good folks, and they took care of me. Um, I'm on lisinopril, and Lipitor sounds familiar. I'm on um I'm on a bunch of stuff. Uh, I take aspirin now. I take lisinopril. I take what's that doggo? Sorry, enzymes also spike after a cardiac event. They say the damage was lasting. I'm happy that they were. I'm happy that they were good to you. Thank you. I don't know why my comments are disappearing. I wish they would do that. I don't know if that's an option that I can change. If you're ever interested in natural healing, let me know. Sure. Um, but yeah, they got me on a bunch of meds. Um, I can't recall all of them that I can tell you off the top of my head, but uh, something for my blood pressure, something for taking like oral diabetes medicine. Can't stay but one to say, well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for coming by. But anyways, I'm back in the van. Um, you should carry a list of your meds in your wallet. Well, no, I have on my phone. I have them written down, and I sent an email to myself, so I have them. I have them on my email list. So they're it's accessible by the internet. I can just get on any web browser, look that up. Um, so I got. What if the EMT can't get into your phone and you're not conscious? Good to know. That's true. Well, I have actually right next to me. I have my paperwork too that I could look it up. But what was that after that? Hello, sir. Glad you're looking good. Thank you, man. Thank you. Um, what else? I'm gonna start living heart healthy, or I'll whoop you. Loopy, hello. How are you feeling mentally? Tired. I'm not bad other than that. But he's alive and well. Good to see you, Matt. Jay says hi. Hi, Jay. Eat lots of tomatoes. Ugh. Ugh. Um. What was I gonna say? No, I'm doing all right. No McDonald's yet. No, eating. I'm eating fine. I'm not overdoing it. Drinking lots of water. Here's where everybody's like, you know what you need to do. No, I got it. Oh yeah, I was talking about how I'm doing mentally. Uh, it's a shot. It's a real, you know, shot to the system, I guess. I'm not happy, but I'm alive, and wake up call. Yeah. Well, I knew about this. I knew for a couple of years I had high blood pressure, but for just some reason, you just don't do it. You don't take care of yourself, and you're like, "I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine," and then you're not, and then you gotta be like, "Well, that's dumb." I knew it, and then I could have taken medicine. I knew the medicine I needed to take. I knew the thing that I needed to do, but I just didn't do it. And so that's the price that you pay. And yeah, when I was first diagnosed with all my crap, I just remember being so nervous to do anything after that. I can only imagine similar to having gone through you just went through. Let me know if you need to talk. Sure. Thank you for that. I'm not a big fan of. Is that a normal thing, like for the comments to disappear? I wonder if that's an option that I can like turn off because I'd rather have your comments right there where I can see them. Problem is when you start taking care of ourselves, we have less excuses to rely on and have to do more and more. I suffer from it. Well, that's a taking care of myself and the excuses and stuff like that. Yeah, that's. I mean, uh, yeah, I got to get into a good routine, and so I'm starting myself on a good routine where take my meds at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eat. I got to eat better, drink more water. I mean, I just got to drink more water. I already just drink water. Um, and I got a blood pressure monitor and I got a blood glucose monitor, which that pricking your fingers thing, it's all right. It's just kind of a pain in the ass, pain in the finger, really. But half your body weight every day, half my body weight. Hmm. Who wants to live off quinoa and kale? I honestly, I enjoy kale. Kale, it would be nice if I could figure out some way of doing that. In my current situation in my van, it's very difficult for me to find. So if you weigh, oh, ounces, gotcha. You weigh 250. Um, what was that? Sorry. Jay says if she can prick her finger, you can too. Yep, yep. So I just got to monitor that. But no, my dietary options are limited, but um, you need a kitchen, dude. No, I think it's possible. I think it's still possible that I can do that. Like the raw vegetables are really good and they're really good for you. And so I don't necessarily need to cook. Like if I wanted to get fancy, go buy a kitchen mat, drag it behind you. Yep. You know what you need to do. That's what I'm saying. That's where the people come in. Like you know what you need to do. This isn't something that folks need to help me resolve. And I'm having a conversation is cool, but don't feel under any obligation whatsoever. Or any like don't feel like you that like no you need to do you need to see you do this. You get one of those portable on the go blenders. I'm on the same boat, needing to change my diet. Thank you for the 20 cents. I need to change my diet. I have no issues. I rather enjoy life than crappy food. Right. Um. Uh. No, actually, I mean, um, I went to Subway and I'm like looking through the stuff that they have. And wash your hands with hot water before pricking finger. Not telling what to do just helps with getting blood better. Get the blood flowing. Sure. No, with blood thinners and stuff in my system, I certainly don't have a problem bleeding. I mean, my arm's all bruised. No, I can prick my finger to get the blood. No problem with that whatsoever. I don't really mind the jab. It's just like it's an extra thing to do that, but it's not that big a deal. But no, I went to Subway because I'm like, you know, I just want to see how much it would cost for me to go to Subway. I get a spinach wrap, spinach and onions, and pickles, and um, that is true. Jade has issues with circulation, so they told us to do that. Nice. Um, I got a spinach wrap. I'm going for walks now and doing things to figure out my digestive issues. Just want to feel better. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Um, that's stuff. That's half of the things that I need to work on. Any little thing helps. Yeah. But yeah, let me finish my thought. I went to Subway and I got a spinach wrap with spinach and onions and pickles and light mayonnaise, grilled chicken, nothing on it. Um, it was like $8 and not too bad. I could even go without the grilled chicken really, but I kind of want to have a little bit of protein in there. Um, it's relatively healthy. I mean, I could go to a grocery store and I could buy the stuff that I need to make my own sandwiches, but I don't have the means to really um, keep the stuff. But I think I'll do all right. I think I'll be okay. Like if I just do like one of those Subway isn't a bad choice, but places like Chipotle have better, less processed ingredients. Well, that's the reason why I don't really have to worry about processed ingredients per se if I'm getting mostly vegetables. If I'm just putting like a little bit of protein in, if you just get a chicken bowl and a water, pretty affordable. See, I would think a chicken bowl, like there's things that I don't need, like rice and any of the sauces that might be in there, or um, like I don't need a lot of that either. So I think for me, and Subway is more appealing to me than Chipotle. No offense to Chipotle, and plus the Chipotle here that I've been to, not the best. And I'd be really tempted to get something with cheese on it and all these like other stuff. Whereas Subway, it's like I know what I want to get. I go in and I get what I want to get. You know, laughter is the best medicine. I try. Um, so yeah, I'm figuring out what works for me. The good news is I found out that I dropped weight. I was thinking I was like 375, 380, and they said I was 350, 351. So that was pretty nice. In fact, I went in weighing 355 and I left weighing 351. So I'm like, all right, let's just start. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start figuring out like I said, half of the stuff going through my mind now is find my routine. Allow myself don't make plans necessarily, but just come up with a routine that I can keep up with. Uh, set my alarm for 9 a.m., take my meds, drink some water, go to work if I'm going to work. Otherwise, go to get something to eat. Um, not a lot of snacking. I have almonds and some some pretzel braids uh, that looked all right. Um, keep an eye on my blood sugar. Uh, thinking I might. Hopefully, if nothing happens, if we don't have another pandemic, you have almonds. That's nuts. I won't share them with anyone, so no one else gets hurt. Because I know Jenna's gonna be like, death. I'm like, I'm not gonna. No one else is gonna. I'm not in contact with human contact in any way with any other people, so I'll keep them safe and away from others. No one's in. I have no contamination issues. Um, but I might have to get back into Planet Fitness so I can go for my walks and stuff. I can get on the treadmill again. Jason said, correct. You have learned a lot. I have. Thank you so much. So, at some point, I'll have to get back to Planet Fitness. The other half is trying to figure out the financial stuff, get to a doctor, or they schedule an appointment for me. So I got the appointment coming up. I think it's on the 10th. I think. Um, uh, Actually, I need to look that up because if it's on the 10th, I think I'm working on the 10th. Honestly. No, it's on the 12th. Okay, that's good. Did I miss anything while I was looking down at the thing? You don't need gym to walk. Well, all right, that's a true statement, but I'm also thinking about what's going to help me, what's going to motivate me, and I think of the going having a membership will motivate me. You may do things different, and that's perfectly fine. You may not like the things that I do. That's perfectly fine. But I'm looking out for me, and I make decisions for me, and that's what I'm choosing to do. So, if you want to be right and you want to say you don't need a gym to walk, done. We both agree. You are correct. Congratulations. Now, move on from that. I'm going to do what I want. And the financial stuff, like the meds that I got, was very nice to them. The no charge for the medication. I'm sure they'd be super expensive otherwise. And I'm gonna. No, that's fine. That's fine. Um, I don't even know the context. I don't know if you're just saying that, in what way, in what capacity you were saying that. I'm just like, that's. I also anticipated people coming on here and being like I said, you know what you need to do. I have friends. I have a lot of friends that care about me, and they're like, the it's not something that I'm talking about this because I need you to solve this problem. I have friends that are very much like that. They're like, Matt has a problem, so okay, well then let me put on my problem solving pants and just tell them, okay, well, all right, you need to listen to what I'm saying. Like my brothers do that too. It comes from a caring place, and I get it. They're like, all right, then I'm going to tell you what you need to do, and you need to follow directions. It's not about, some people are experiencing things in their lives and they want to get them outside of their head. So I respectfully, I understand those people care. They want to they want to help. But sometimes it's not as much about helping as much as being there, supporting somebody. It's something that I'm teaching myself to do as well. You know, uh, the opposite way. I I try to be there, and I try to listen to people. But oftentimes I make myself upset because something in my head is even telling me, "But you're not going to do anything about it." Like you're just letting them say whatever they want to say, and you're nodding your head, but you're not helping. Hi, Myrna, how you doing? So I beat myself up because that what you're told, your programming tells you, well, you need to help them. Somebody says I'm having a bad day, like and I could be like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's all that I need to do. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Or offer help if you like. Some people do that as well. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know. You know, or I would offer a hug if anybody had a problem and they needed a hug. Um, but I try not to contribute too much. Hey, today I'm doing well, Myrna. A lot on my mind, but luckily I do know financially there are options. There are people out there that folks from the hospital, as a matter of fact, have told me about a couple of things that I can do, and they offer to help, and so things will move along where maybe I won't have to pay this astronomical hospital bill and all this stuff. But that would be nice if all if some if they took care of it for me. That'd be fantastic. And then the other thing on my mind is the fact that I'm alone. The fact that I have friends out there all over the internet that want to help me, that want to support me, that want to encourage me, that are there to listen. Talk to me if you chat, text me if you need anything, message me if you need anything. If there's anything I can do to help, and that's awesome. Uh, but I have nobody else in my life. Um, it just kind of sucks not having somebody that I can hold on to. You know what you got to do. Yeah. Um, but yeah, it just kind of sucks that I don't have anybody to hold on to. I when I think about me and myself in this situation, there have been so many times in the past 4 days that my brain is like, if I could just swim. If there's so if Pam were here, I could reach over and hold her hand. That would make my life so much better. So just swim. That was Mike. It says anonymous Facebook. That was Mike. I could tell who that was. The name wasn't coming up, but I could tell from just swim. Um, yeah, it's been getting me. It's been I've been missing Pam quite a bit these past couple of days, and I'm trying to tell myself there's nothing I can do about it. Like, not only I can't find anybody else to be with, um, and I certainly can't bring Pam back. So all I can do is just miss her. Oh, the Desert Eagle. Something my dad used to say is just Just swim. Take your hands. Sometimes you just gotta grab yourself by the ass and swim. He mixed stuff around because he's like, you gotta, pull yourself up by your bootstraps kind of thing. But his was grab yourself by the ass. It was weird. When you coming back to Florida? I don't know. Um, Dad's birthday tomorrow. No kidding. Uh, hmm. um, anyways, but no, it just really sucks to not have anybody with hand I can hold. Someone that I can lean on a little bit. Uh, Family is one thing. Having family that you can turn to and lean on, great support. No, no, uh, no doubt about that. But having somebody at your side, is a totally different deal. I'll give you a hug if it was close. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm not. I'm not. I'm sorry if I'm making anybody else feel sad, but it's like I have to say it to make myself feel better because I think it and it doesn't get resolved. It just kind of sits in my brain. But at least if I get to say it out loud, if I get to express how sad I am, uh, it makes me feel better. Like I said, I don't. It's not something that needs to get fixed, but I appreciate that people are there to listen. That makes me feel better. Um, and I apologize. There are some people right now that are commenting off of Facebook who it just says anonymous Facebook user every time. Uh, so I can go. Well, actually, no, wait. I can. I can't actually look. Hold on one second. I forgot. I have a second phone that I can go on Facebook. I forgot. Oh, Jeff said just swim. All right. Jeff said Dad's birthday tomorrow. Jenna said Mom's birthday too. All right. All right. Now I have a. Now I can at least follow along. I'll have to keep that open. Second window experience. Uh, so thank you everybody and watching on Facebook. By the way, if you're watching, if I figured just be Haps folks, but a lot of my friends catching me on Facebook, I appreciate it. Yeah. So just to give you an idea, there's a lot of shit that's going on in my brain. That's all. So if anybody says, "Hey Matt, how you doing?" What should I say? What's going on, Matt? Because I just want to say, nothing much. But I also want to be like, have you got a minute? Because I'm having a thing. As far as, thank you, Lupe. Um, I appreciate that. Can you, that come on? I'm trying to see if that comment comes up now. You can say holding it together. Gotcha. It takes a while for my Facebook to refresh. Thinking of you in many prayers. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sylvia. Hi, Sylvia. Um, yeah, holding it together. It's about right. Um, so I wanted to say something as well that I've thought about it for a while, and just out here playing ball with Boomer and saw you're on. It's been a while. Hello. It'll take a second for that to show up. Who said that? Give me 1 second. Um, ah, Sylvia. Just out here playing with Boomer and saw you're on. It's been a while. Gotcha. Um, one of the things that I did want to say also, I said this out loud to Ben. It's something I've been thinking about for a while. Um, my priorities are changing. And while it was really important to me and really something that I had a lot of ambition, um, my ambition, my focus, and everything was on entertaining people and building a family, building a following, building a community, um, and getting on social media and promoting myself and pushing that, and then podcasts and all this other stuff. Um, I kind of feel like I've given up on that just because I'm really overwhelmed by a lot of the stuff going on with me personally. Uh, it takes a lot of energy to keep a smile on my face and to continue to like shove a lot of my personal stuff down and uh, present something that people will want to see. You know, you want to be around a person who's in a good mood. You want to be around a person who's entertaining. I mean, people want to uh, there's a certain type of person that would attract people. Hi, Maddie. Glad to see your face. Glad to see you too. Hi. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. Um, there's a certain amount of energy, and a certain amount of passion that needs to be on and consistent as well. Like Michael on here and a lot of other people have said, uh, have some consistency with being on every day. And oh, Kelly, hi Kelly. Never shove it down, get it out, then you can shine. Then you can shine. Um, well, I mean, not like bottle it or anything. I'm just saying, like, there is a personal you that you present, that you there's stuff that you're dealing with, and then there's the the work you, the professional you, um, and it's hard for me to maintain that. Like I said, there's a certain amount of energy that I have to put into the punch in to work and um and be that guy. 3231, broadcasting, coming up with content, because I would love to do I would love to do that, but I just don't have that drive anymore. Like, high priority for me is um just to hold my shit together pretty much, you know. My focus has been on, I want to be happy and healthy. I want to be happy. I haven't been happy in a very long time. You get moments once in a while, but it's like everyone. I just don't have. I'm just not that person that I was 4 years ago, and I try really hard to keep my head above water, and I've certainly made some improvements on that. Where it's like, I'm not just about, like, I'm not. My life is more than just. I've made a promise to myself not to kill myself, to 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 stay alive, to endure. I've gone beyond that to, like, I don't feel like I have a lot of hope. I hope this makes sense. I don't feel like I have a lot of hope, but I feel like there's a little bit there. I put it on a Facebook post. I said, it's like I got a handful of sand. Um, it's not gone, but it's hard to hold on to. And I don't feel like that exerting my energy that way to try and just, like I said, it's hard for me to have a smile on my face, and when I do, it's a reactionary thing. It's not like I just don't feel happy, and I don't feel like career driven at this point. I don't feel like rock star shooting for the moon, you know, professional buddy, cool. The I just don't have that right now. Right now, it's like, you know what? I just want peace, harmony. I just want to not feel this lump in my chest, which now has a totally new side of it, which is like, my mental health and my physical health. Um, it's a hard thing for me to it's a hard thing for me to juggle right now. It's a hard thing for me keep all those plates spinning. And then on top of that, like at least if I have a job where I deliver pizzas and everybody else does their job, and then it gets to me where I end up doing my job, and I do that, I hand it off to somebody else. That's something that I can do. Like that's not something that requires a lot of mental power or physical power for that matter in order to maintain that job. But for me to create my own brand, to create my own content, to schedule this daily, consistently, I should say, and to be witty and quick and they're charming and all that stuff. It's like I just don't have all that energy anymore. And I kind of feel like that window's closing for me. Um, I feel like I'm spending a lot of my energy just trying to fight sad. That's that pretty much covers it. you know, that makes me feel a little bit like I'm confident in that. I want to move forward. I want to move 4, 5, 6 steps forward, and I want to have like I make plans, like making money at my job and saving up, and then doing these things every once in a while. Going on trips and doing something like to make my life to make me feel better. But life is not allowing that for me right now. Every time I make money, it's going towards a new battery or new tires or new brakes or like I've said to so many people, now with hospital bill, who knows, racking up all, I still haven't paid off my credit card, still haven't paid off my loan. Uh, there's just so many things that any money that I want to save up is getting redirected to. That it just I have to, you know, it's gone from a plan, having a game plan or a strategy, to writing down 3 or 4 things on a list, and then at some point when I get an opportunity, I might check one of those things off on the list. And that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to, like it's more like here are a list of things that I can put off until maybe a window opens, maybe at some point, break in the clouds. I can come up for air and actually do one of these things. So emotionally, I'm a little still a little overwhelmed. But yeah, again, I just wanted to explain a little bit about what's going on with me, if anybody's interested. And I've always said that there's a level of therapy that comes with this for me, to be able to express myself on here, to vlog. Dear diary kind of thing. So My PayPal's still up. Oh, of course. Yeah, the PayPal and Venmo and all that stuff are still there. I think it was it PayPal.me/323 But it, it's super frustrating for me as well because I just feel like I need to change my mentality about this. But I feel like I'm failing. I'm failing other people. You know, I talk about the things that I want to do, and circumstances don't give me the opportunity where I can do them. And my priority shifts. I get overwhelmed, and I put pressure on myself, and I shouldn't do that. But that's the same thing. I was going through that with my band as well. Uh, when I decided to leave the band, um, I just wasn't happy with it, and wasn't able to go in the direction that I wanted to go. So I felt like a failure with the band, and so I tried to reprioritize and refocus it towards doing something myself, like podcasts and this broadcasting and stuff like that. But I also realized that I've had some successes as well, where I've gained a lot of people that I consider family now, and close friends. A lot of people that I love, a lot of people that love me. Sold a couple T-shirts. Of I have had some successes, and but my brain always goes towards the worst case scenario thing, like or the worst part, failure and all that stuff, insecurity, all that stuff. So I don't mean to be a downer, but I do feel better for getting that off my chest. So that's nice. So, all right, I'm not going to be on TikTok very much. I'm not going to be on here very much. Uh, I still check my social media. I can be contacted through social media. Uh, One of the things that I was doing recently is working on my logo design. I'm still interested in like there's a what do they call it, open source version of kind of an Illustrator program called Inkscape that I'm trying to learn little by little about how to vectorize text and do some make some logos for T-shirts, etc. How they could be applied to what? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Something in my I still have this thing in my head that says I could still do the podcast and stuff like that, and like there's still a part of me that wants to do something from the shit that I've been trying to pursue for the past 6 years. Uh, Actually, more than that, for the past 20 years. Um, I've been doing it for so long, and it's like I can't really see myself doing anything else. But maybe that's a blessing in disguise. Um, but yeah, I'm not going to be broadcasting so much. I'm not going to be creating content so much. Uh, but there's still ways to connect. So by all means, feel free to connect. All right, I love you guys very much. That will never change. I'm glad I could update you all on my recent stuff. Um, but yeah, uh, thanks for listening to me. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. I look forward to next time. Okay?